Ever feel like the history we learn in school is missing something?
Definitely. Like there were huge gaps.
Yeah, exactly. Today we're diving into something really fascinating. The idea of advanced civilizations existing way back, like prehistorically.
Hmm.
We're looking at excerpts from hidden histories of prehistoric civilizations. It, well, it challenges the standard timelines pretty directly.
It really does. It pushes us to think outside that neat linear progression we're usually taught.
Right. So our mission today is to explore these intriguing clues that maybe these societies did exist and, why we might not know about them.
It's a compelling thought that maybe history isn't just one straight line upwards.
Okay, so let's start with a big one. Göbekli Tepe. It's in Turkey.
Right. Discovered back in what, 94?
Yeah, 1994. And the age is just staggering, like 11,600 years old.
Which is mind-blowing when you think about it. That's way before the Egyptian pyramids.
Millennia before. And crucially, it seems to predate the generally accepted timeline for the invention of agriculture. So the big question the source raises is, how on earth did hunter-gatherers, supposedly, primitive, build this massive, complex temple site?
Exactly. That's the puzzle. It implies a level of social organization, planning, shared belief systems even, that we just didn't associate with hunter-gatherer groups.
It really makes you rethink that whole primitive label, doesn't it?
Absolutely. It suggests maybe there were different paths to complexity.
Okay, then there's the whole subject of underwater cities or potential cities.
Oh yeah, the stuff off the coast of India and Yonaguni in Japan.
Right, Yonaguni, these massive sort of step-like formations underwater. The mainstream explanation is often, natural rock formations.
Sure, geological processes.
But the alternative view, which this source explores, is, well, could these be sunken cities? Leftovers from the end of the last ice age when sea levels rose dramatically.
It's a heated debate for sure. You have geologists saying one thing and others looking at the structures and saying, well, potential human modification.
What kind of proof would even settle that, though? It's tough.
It is tough. Underwater archaeology is incredibly difficult and expensive. But these sites, debated as they are, they fuel that question about civilizations existing when coastlines were very different.
And speaking of lost civilizations, Atlantis.
Ah, the big one. Plato's story.
Yeah, Plato describes this like super advanced place that just vanishes. Now, most people write it off as myth, right? Fiction.
That's the common view, certainly. An allegory, perhaps.
But the source suggests, well, maybe we shouldn't be so quick to dismiss it. Could Plato have had access to older knowledge, older traditions?
It's possible, and the source points out something interesting. You find similar stories,
Yeah.
kind of scattered across different cultures.
Tales of lost golden ages, advanced cities, global floods, or catastrophes.
Could these be echoes, distorted memories of some shared ancient past? It's hard to prove, of course, but the pattern itself is intriguing.
So if we entertain the idea that these places existed, why did they disappear? What happened?
Well, the source throws out a few possibilities. Some are pretty grounded in geology and astronomy.
Like massive natural disasters, meteor impacts, huge floods, things we know have happened on Earth.
Exactly, events that could easily wipe out civilizations and reset things. Then there are more speculative ideas drawn from the source material.
Yeah, like the unsettling thought of maybe technological wars, civilizations getting advanced enough to destroy themselves and erase their own history.
That's in there. Along with even more, shall we say, out there concepts the source touches on, like maybe evolving beyond the physical or shifting dimensions, things like that.
Okay, that's definitely pushing the boundaries, but it's part of the exploration in the text.
It shows the breadth of thinking when you start questioning the standard narrative.
Which leads to the big question, if any of this happened, why don't we know? Where's the definitive proof?
Right. The source offers a couple of key thoughts on that. One is pretty simple. History is written by the survivors.
Or maybe the survivors of the immediate aftermath. If a catastrophe was big enough.
It could wipe out not just the civilization, but most memory or records of it. Subsequent generations are just focused on surviving, rebuilding from scratch.
And the other idea from the source, which is kind of sobering, is this concept of multiple resets.
Yeah, the idea that maybe advanced societies have risen and fallen on Earth before, maybe several times, each time forcing a restart, often with total amnesia of what came before.
Wow. Imagine starting over with no memory, losing all that accumulated knowledge.
It's a powerful concept. It makes you think about the fragility of knowledge and civilization itself.
So, wrapping this up, the central idea we've explored from this source is basically, We might not be the first.
Mhm. Our current advanced civilization might just be the latest chapter in a much longer, possibly cyclical story here on Earth.
And all these little clues go Göbekli Tepe, these underwater anomalies, these persistent legends like Atlantis, they're like scattered breadcrumbs.
Invitations, maybe, to keep looking, keep questioning, and stay open to the idea that the past is, well, potentially much stranger and deeper than we imagine.
It definitely leaves you wondering, doesn't it? What if those myths and legends we dismiss aren't just stories? What if they hold real echoes of forgotten times?
And if they do, what could understanding their rise and fall teach us about our own future, our own path?
Something to think about. A lot to think about.